This is the scene live in Bangkok, where search efforts are continuing for dozens of construction workers after a high-rise building collapsed in an earthquake. In Turkey, hundreds of thousands of protesters returned to the streets of Istanbul after the jailing of the city's mayor. And Denmark's foreign minister hits back after the US vice president claimed that the country isn't doing a good job for the people of Greenland. Now, the chair of the charity in southern Africa that Prince Harry quit earlier this week has accused him of harassment and bullying at scale. Interviewed by Sky News, the chair of the Centre Bali charity, Dr. Sophie Chanduka, said that the way in which he had announced his departure without informing her or the directors had unleashed the full force of the Sussex's PR machine. Officials say that there were no survivors on a small plane that crashed into a home in a residential area near Minneapolis in Minnesota. But everyone in the house survived and were unhurt. The plane was flying from Iowa to Minnesota when it crashed. It is unclear what led up to the incident, but the National Transportation Safety Bureau is heading to the scene to investigate. Syria's interim president Ahmed al-Shara announced the formation of a new transitional government. Current foreign and defence ministers will retain their positions, and a Christian woman, Hind Kabawat, will become Minister of Social Affairs. Well, the interim president previously pledged to form an inclusive government. It's been nearly 4 months since former President Bashar al-Assad was ousted. Hundreds of journalists in Nepal paid tribute to a colleague who died in Friday's violent clashes between monarchists and police. 2 people, including the TV cameraman Suresh Rajak, were killed and more than 100 people were injured. Now, those protests were demanding the return of the monarchy in the country. It was abolished in 2008. Paris is denouncing a letter sent by the Trump administration to some French companies as, quote, unacceptable. The letter went to companies with US government contracts, ordering them to comply with an executive order banning diversity, equity and inclusion programs. The companies were told to confirm their compliance in a questionnaire. The French ministry dealing with foreign trade criticised what it called interference in French firms' inclusion policies.
This evening, we're live on the Thai-Myanmar border, where the death toll from Friday's devastating earthquake has risen to more than 1,700 people. Many hundreds are still missing, and many of the affected areas are yet to receive help. Rescuers are racing to find survivors under the rubble, almost 3 days after the quake flattened huge areas. But a series of powerful aftershocks have brought panic in Mandalay, the city hit hardest by this disaster. And in Thailand's capital, Bangkok, desperate efforts continue to reach construction workers who are underneath a collapsed tower block.
The red carpet was out in Leicester Square for the world premiere of the Minecraft movie today. It's the first ever live-action adaptation of Minecraft, the best-selling video game of all time. Leicester Square was transformed into the world from the game. Jason Momoa and Jack Black, who star in the upcoming movie, were there.
I think it's just a beautiful adventure. I mean, there's so many stories to be told in the Minecraft world. It's one of them, and I tried to get as many people that were the best of the best. I think we have an amazing cast. Jack is absolutely phenomenal.
This is exciting. Dude, this is it. We finally unveiled the masterpiece. I'm excited. I've been waiting for people to see this for a long time.